Yo,
Once called Carolina's Stadium, it now goes by Bank of America Stadium. Or more simply, the Vault, as we're here in Charlotte, North Carolina. The veneer of a new season is gone as we hit the middle third of the schedule. It's away here in Week 7. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And things will end there, but plenty of damage already done. They've got it down inside the opposing 45 following the return.
I'll say it again, Kate. I love these new kickoff rules. This is exactly what we all wanted to see. All of us understood the safety concerns with the kickoff, but we did not want to see this explosive, game-changing play out of the game, and we did. And in fact, in this one, we got to see it right from the jump.
Okay, ready?
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
18, Pioneer. Shut up.
Throwing to start this game. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
Handoff headed left to McCaffrey. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught, as he's out shyer that time on the tackle. Only a couple of yards there, and now it's 3rd and 7.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Quick pass, right side, complete. And he's taken down at the 30. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
First and 10 now from the 30.
60 Bobcat, 60. Ready.
Fakes the handoff, now to throw. Brought in close to the 8. And he drives this forward to the 6. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
They'll run here. It's McCaffrey. He's in for the Carolina touchdown. The Panthers take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do. But to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
Gano's point after is good. And the Panthers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. go, ready to send this away. He's going to return it from a yard or two deep. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They're going to start on the ground with Kamara. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. And that pushes them back, 3rd down coming up.
Normally, when we say somebody's on skates, we're talking about that offensive lineman, right, driven right back to the quarterback. But I think it's applicable for the entire offense to be on skates. 2 plays, 2 negative plays. Got to find something positive here on 3rd down.
Not a good spot to punt from. They really want to convert here on 3rd. Shotgun snap for Hurts. He puts some air under this one, deep right. He's got it deep downfield. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down. Brock, you remember when they were near their own end zone? Yeah, things have totally changed now. 1st and 10 in enemy territory. This is ahead for about 5. That was Darius Williams on the tackle. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
A humble 5-6-yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
They give on 2nd to Kamara. And here's another stop made right at the line. Nice back-to-back reps from this defense.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Man in motion here. Hurts with it on 3rd and short. Short pass brought in. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
All right, all set up now, 1st and 10. They run it from the gun with Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints finish off their opening drive. Well, he found himself some space to work, and from there, all athleticism as he made his way in for 6.
You know, you run the ball down in the red zone, Kate, you're not always thinking touchdowns, right? Space is so hard to come by. But you're exactly right. His athleticism, his explosion, his speed, it puts 6 on the board for the offense.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. And no return here. This is a touchback, and the ball's going to come out to the 20. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Now they'll throw out of the gun. That's taken in by Samuel. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Wait, what's this? They fake the spike. Escapes the pocket. And this one doesn't go far.
It's one of those situations, not much to be had there no matter what he did with the ball. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win and a confidence builder for this defense.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Looking for a throw here. Into the hands of Samuel, complete. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
So that's 1 quarter gone in a battle of NFC South rivals. Both teams neck and neck so far. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Bank of America Stadium after this. We're ready to go with the 2nd quarter. It's Panthers football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. McCaffrey running between the tackles. And he gets across midfield and into Saints territory. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. On 2nd down, here's McCaffrey. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. Call it no gain, maybe 1 at best on that play. That leaves him with 3rd and 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. They've got a man in motion. Here he is to throw on 3rd and 2. Complete beyond the marker. And they make the stop, we're going to say, at about the 37-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
19 tight. Warriors 70. 60 Maverick.
They'll throw on 1st. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Here we go.
They're going play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. And the Saints go in nickel. 3rd down.
Go.
He'll look to throw. Launches one deep downfield. Forces that one, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tracy Walker. And the Saints are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick 6? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
And he's tackled after gaining a handful. 1st down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. Counter give to Kamara. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
What was supposed to move the chains or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead? It Did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. On third down, it's Hurts. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Here comes the Saints punting unit. And he's got a good chance to really stick him deep his first time out. And that's well into the end zone, so a missed chance to stick them near the goal line. Instead, they're going to have the ball at the 20. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go. Hey, check that. Street. Ready?
On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss. We've hit the 2-minute warning now at the vault. And it's the Panthers with work to do on 2nd and 12. Quick throw to the left is complete. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Give him 24 on that play. And that'll be good for a Carolina 1st.
Hey, check that.
A give left side to McCaffrey. Down the sideline to the 45. And finally stopped at the 34. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
Those outside runs so critical for running back, quarterback, O-line to hit their targets. They got a target area to expose that defense and make the most of it, and that offense just put on display some teaching tape for it.
To throw it on 1st down. Hits his tight end on the corner route. And he's able to take this one down to the 25.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And with 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
2nd and 1. Completed over the middle. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Panthers moving quickly, trying to get set at the line. 2nd and manageable. He's throwing. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Carolina! The Panthers take the lead just before halftime. Gano for the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Panthers break that tie and now lead by 7. Gano ready to send this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Last drive of the half isn't going to be long. 14 seconds remaining. First down throwing for Hurts. He's going deep. Into double coverage. Ooh, don't want to do that. And he's there for the interception. And the Panthers get the football back with minimal time to go in our half. That's one of the longest throws we have have or probably will see in this contest, partner. Too bad it wound up in the hands of the defense on the interception.
It is so easy to marvel at the sheer amount of distance he threw that football. But can we also take a step back and marvel about the amount of distance covered by that defender? He had to stick in coverage 50 yards down the field, and that's not just it. It's not even about getting there. Once you get there, you got to make the play. He did it. That is job well done.
A final throw before the break. He's on the move. On the run right, throwing deep down the side. They connect on the deep shot. And somehow they've reached the end zone with no time remaining in the half. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up. You can find pay dirt.
Gano for the PAT. And the kick is good, so they add 7 to their lead on the final play of our first half. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Gano ready to send this away. Fielded at the 7. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Running back sent in motion. On 1st down, Hurts. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Take a look at that scoreboard, and you just can't go backwards. If you're going to close this gap, you've got to stay on schedule. Had a hard time doing so with a double-digit deficit.
Trying again, following the sack. He put everything he had into this one. Big gain downfield. There it is. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Extra point try now for the Lutz. His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. So they tag him for roughing the kicker. And now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft in and try to stick him deep. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Fields the hard squib kick. And they'll have half the work done for them already. He's out of bounds right at the midfield stripe.
Oh, there's no question about it, Kate. That just infuses everybody. A little more bounce into your step now, both in and out of the huddle. And you want to pay off your special teams that sets you up for success.
So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10.
Check, Panther.
They'll start the second half with McCaffrey. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Offense in the hurry up here. From the 46. He put some juice on it. This is brought in at the 15. That one goes for 31 yards and a 1st down when all is said and done.
Just about every offense since the beginning of time, since the forward pass, Kate, has loved a tight end that could stretch the middle of the field. Man, I remember as a kid Watching Kellen Winslow Sr. dice up right here between the hashes. And what a difference it can make for an offense.
From the gun, McCaffrey. And he's brought down for a loss. Working quickly here. On 2nd and 12 now. Has him on the quick hitter. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers push their lead further to start the half. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
That one right down the middle. And the Panthers double their lead to 14. Gano ready to send this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. On the play fake, it's Hurts. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along your route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Kamara running out of the gun. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You know, coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a 3rd down on this possession. Or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
1st and 10 from the 41. They stay on the ground with Kamara. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Hurts now from the gun. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Third and long for him here. He gets a lot behind one. Deep downfield. Well, they had the look. Certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing 4th down.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. On 4th down, Hurts. He's trying to go deep again. He's got it inside the 25. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. Yeah. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Extra point try now from Lutz. The point after splits the uprights. And the Saints chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. He fields it from the 8. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. Completed to his running back. That's 16 on the pickup. And it'll give the Panthers a 1st down.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Here's 2nd and 11. Bails out of the pocket quick. That one's complete, right side. And they make the tackle at the 38. Offense up to the line fast. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Complete beyond the marker. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that'll be good for a Carolina 1st.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
All set up now for 1st and 10.
Come on, set. Check, smash, check, go.
Trying an inside give now with McCaffrey. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's the Panthers in possession of it, needing to preserve that lead over 1 final quarter. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10.
7 Pirates, go!
Now they send their back in motion right. Quick slant complete. He has the Carolina touchdown. Gano for the PAT. Oh, and it's no good. Just his 2nd missed extra point of this season. And they failed to tack one onto that touchdown. So following the missed point after, a chance to take his frustrations out on that football as he sends this away. Return starts at the 3. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 18 left.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. He throws a bullet to the center. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Panthers take possession of the football.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life, really on both sides of the ball. Right, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six. Yeah, it stinks for the offense, but that was the practice field.
Touchdown, Carolina. Well, as they drive forward to what right now looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure has taken advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His second touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity, certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
And the Panthers leaving their guys out there. Look at this. They're trying for two. And the two-point pass falls incomplete. They tried to get aggressive, but it doesn't work. Gano ready to send this away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Throw right side, caught by Thomas. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
From the 39. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. He's got it deep downfield. It's a New Orleans touchdown. I know that's one of his favorite routes to run, Brock, but that has got to be one of a quarterback's favorite throws to make as well, right? Drop it in over the defender and take the lid off the D for 6.
Because it is so simple. It's something that these two have done and thrown together for years and years. Maybe not to each other, but since Pop Warner. They've been running the go route. Just run right by him, and if you're even, you're leaving, and I'm going to drop it right over the top.
That one splits the uprights. And the Saints shave some of the lead. It's down now to 12. They recognize the situation they're in now. After that score, they're going to try to get it right back. Oh, and the kicking team's got it! Timing's so important for a team to recover its own onside kick, but jumped the gun there before it went 10 yards, and that drew the flag. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43.
Let's go.
On the counter, McCaffrey. And he works his way for a gain of 4. The Saints calling for a timeout, their first. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
Taking a big shot for the end zone. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Took his shot at 6 that time. And it's 3rd down.
You know, that type of play is so doggone impressive, not just because it saves a touchdown. He had timed that perfectly to knock it free without drawing a flag or letting him establish possession for the score.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Here we go, set. Hurt. Set, go.
On the toss, it's McCaffrey. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, they were hoping to get outside and meet those guys at the second level. Well, someone from the second level came to beat him on his turf. And that meeting didn't go so well.
Buffalo 18. 19 tight. 19 tight. Ready.
2nd and 15. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Flat out a tremendous call. Perfect timing to blitz the corner, and the result proves it. There was barely time for the QB to set himself up to throw, let alone look downfield for a target before he was absolutely decked by somebody who I think enjoyed that chance to rush the passer.
Oh, he's going to run for it. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Ready. 1.
They'll try it right with McCaffrey. Has the Carolina touchdown. The Panthers have likely locked up the win right there. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
That one right down the middle. And the Panthers go up by 19. Ready to send this away. Starting from the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Receiver in motion, going left. 1st and 10. Here's Hurts. And that one's behind him. That's incomplete. Looking for the back that time. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. They send a man in motion. 2nd down, Hurts throwing again. He lofts it deep left. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He's looking deep once again. They connect on the deep shot. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. Excellent pickup to move the chains, 36 yards in the end. Down inside the 40 now with a first down following that last play. Hurts throwing again. His running back hauls it in deep right. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
I don't know about you, Kate, but I think somebody's auditioning for some extra work as a receiver. If he could do that coming out of the backfield, imagine the damage he could do if they sent him out into one of those spots out wide.
And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. Slot man in motion left. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. This one misses the tight end. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Hurts to throw. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints get it back to within 2 possessions. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. And what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
Lots there to tack on the extra point. And the Saints shave some of the lead. It's down now to 12. So even after the score, they're still down 2 possessions. Time not exactly on their side as they try this onside kick. And the Panthers secure that kick.
No question they wanted the ball back late, but you don't see many of these recovered by the kicking team in the NFL. You see even fewer recovered when they're actually expecting it, like they certainly were right there.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48.
Alert! Alert! Broncos switch! Broncos, no! No! Hut, hut!
Now a give, McCaffrey. Free up the middle, it's a breakaway. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers make it a 3-score game in the 4th. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
Oh, and it's no good. Just his 2nd missed extra point of this season. And they failed to tack one onto that touchdown. So now after his 2nd missed point after the game, he's hoping to strike this one a little better as he kicks it away. His return starts at the 5. Some good work on that return. Brock gets this up to the 33. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
19 line!
They kick the running back in motion. On first down, Hurts. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
Hurts trying again on second down. Oh no, they get him yet again! And the Panthers get it as he makes his third interception of this game.
Well, I'll admit, man, I got to admire the guts, the willingness to continue to challenge the coverage, even with 2 interceptions already. But there's his third strike. And no, it's not baseball, but he definitely has to be smarter with what he's doing with the football.
So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Going run again with McCaffrey. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Hurry up offense now as time runs down. McCaffrey on 3rd down. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. They get 6 and a 1st down as well. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. Panthers beginning to celebrate their win here as they take a knee. So the Panthers pick up the win here.